The White House says that President Trump's proposed budget plan will balance the budget in 15 years if the economy averages 3% growth. Our next guest says that rate of expansion, not really a guarantee. David Dietze, President and Chief Investment Strategist at Point View Wealth Management, is here. And, well, yeah, 3% annual growth over 15 years does seem a little pie in the sky. We got to be honest here, based on history.
Absolutely. So since 1950, yes, over 3%. But in the last 5 to 6 years, we have not been seeing anything close to 3 years. So why not? Well, one of the big headwinds, of course, is the aging of the American population. As Americans get older, they're less productive. That's the drain. And of course, population growth is not increasing as much as it used to.
That's interesting, too, because also if you look at where we're at really with the markets and kind of this budget plan and everything, it's interesting where they're adding and where they're cutting. Now, he is going to be increasing military spending. So that, of course, will be good for defense stocks, Lockheed Martin and even Boeing. But at the same time, he's giving more money to NASA. There's a big increase for the NASA budget. That would also, I would think, be a market positive.
Well, certainly.
For some.
Yeah, I mean, certainly anything to do with infrastructure that kind of helps build our capabilities, increases transportation options, provides insight into how we can move things from point A to point B. I think that's a positive. So I think the trick to increase that GDP is you have to have more targeted investments into growth, the pro-growth, lower taxes on capital investments, lower taxes generally, less regulation. That can help push us toward that 3%. Anything that's just kind of spending on social programs that doesn't really help produce for the next generation, that's not helpful.
Well, I was going to say that's where he's cutting. But again, you're right, $1 trillion on infrastructure. I'm glad that you brought that up. And then border wall funding, he's asking for more of that. Real quick, economic indicators really do suggest at this point that President Trump's going to get reelected. We've been talking about that for months. Run on the economy, and you've got a good chance at winning the Oval Office again.
Well, it's that old slogan, it's the economy, stupid.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, people are saying, look, the market's at all-time highs. The unemployment rate's at a 50-year low. Wage increases now have a 3 handle. What's not to like? That certainly is a big part in terms of the possibility of his being reelected.
Yeah, well, again, that jobs report that we got, January jobs report was very strong. The coronavirus, unfortunately, turned the market down. But overall, you're right. That picture is good for the president. He runs on that. He might have a chance.
Well, look, I mean, basically, taxes have been reduced on corporate America. Taxes have generally been reduced. The top rates have been brought down. I think that is also helping spur the economy. That's a positive going forward. And, of course, less regulation.
You betcha. David Dietze, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, Lauren.